So I want to make a video about the cutting tools that I use and I take with me on my camps. And I guess I work by the rule that make the most of what you've got. None of these tools are particularly expensive, and some are downright cheap. So I just make the most of them and use them to the best of my abilities and to the best that they'll do. And we'll have a look through them in a bit more detail now. So the knife I use is just a more Bushcraft knife. It's a good knife and it's pretty cheap. Doesn't cost very much at all, and it's brilliant for what I ask it to do. It's fantastic. It's more than adequate. I know it's not a full tang knife, but I don't intend to beat on it to split logs because I take a hatchet for that. And this is a really good buy, and it's lasted me a couple of years so far, and yeah, it's brilliant. Highly recommended. The next knife I take with me, the pocket knife I take with me, is an Opinel, and I've had this about 10 years, I guess. Try and do this one-handed without cutting myself. This thing is pretty sharp, and it's good for those finer tasks. It's a brilliant little knife to have, and yeah, well worth it. Along with those, I take my hatchet. Now this thing came from B&Q for about £15, and it's pretty cheap and nasty, but I love it. It does everything I need it to do. Looks a bit ugly up there, but yeah, it's brilliant for splitting wood and for processing firewood. It's just what I need. If I had the money, I'd get something bigger, get something better. But for 15 quid, this is brilliant. It works just well, just perfectly. And yeah, it works really well in combination with the other things I've got. And last but not least, the Baco Laplander. Now these things are fantastic. They cut through most things, and it packs down pretty small in the pack. And combined with the other tools I've got, the hatchet and the knives, yeah, it's more than adequate for the things I need to do in my campouts. As I said at the beginning, none of these tools are that expensive, and they're pretty easy to get hold of, but they're more than adequate. They do the job I need them to do, and yeah, they're well worth the money that I pay for them. We don't have to have all the best tools to go camping in the woods. I think we need to make do. We need to make the most of what we have and just get out there. And yeah, I hope that more of you do that, and I look forward to seeing more videos from people doing that.